Hello, friends. Good morning. Happy Friday. It is April 12th, and we are on part 13 of the little gift bag Junky Junk Journal. This is holding all my daily goodies, my ephemera, things that would have gotten thrown out otherwise, but I've chosen to keep. Some of the things are funky. I just think it's plain old fun. I love the food wrappers in here. I don't know why. I'm a huge foodie, so that's probably why. And I just think food wrappers are just fun. They're just bright and pretty most of the time. So here we go. We left off here last time. This is what I'm putting in today. But we left off here, and I told you this little doodad, this little keeper, was going to go in this pocket once it all dried. So it's all dry now, so I can stuff that in that pocket. That worked out really great. And now this page, crazy enough, there's a lot of pink here, but this is going to be to Keepsake. Look at this. I've got the packing list from my family took a trip to South Dakota for Easter. My family being my husband and my two children, both teenage boys. They took a trip for Easter weekend. It was a dad and son trip. And so I printed out a few photos. There's Landon cooking eggs at the cabin that they stayed at. Here they are on top of one of the mountains. Here they are before they left for the trip. So I printed these out using my new Kodak Mini 2 Retro. I am loving this thing. You guys, it has been a really good investment to have this because it prints out these gorgeous photos. They're a great size for this type of project. And rather than just having the ephemera, I get to throw a photo in. Now, this was just printed off my regular printer, and look at the difference in the quality. Let me grab this one. You know, look at the color difference in quality. That was just off of my regular inkjet printer because I wanted to get these photos. These were of a photo shoot that the wrestling team did. And I wanted to get those photos in with his wrestling info. This was a post that my cousin Pat had posted about her dad, and I wanted the photo. So I just, copied it and printed it on my regular printer. So these photos aren't great. These ones are with my Pulley printer, which is a thermal printer that only does black and white, and they're very grainy. At the time that I bought mine about a year and a half ago, I bought the most advanced one, and still huge difference in the graininess of these photos. So these are school photos of, these are professionally printed school photos of my niece and nephew that were on the fridge. I didn't want to throw them out. Again, inkjet printer, such a big difference. Like, look at the Pulley printer, such a big difference. These are just such high quality. These are all from my new Mini 2 Retro. I'm going to give you the link to that, my Amazon link. It's an affiliate link. If you decide you want to get a small printer, I did a lot of research on the different printers, from cost to print, quality of print, size of print, because there are quite a few mini printers and they do print out different sizes. I went with I'll show it to you again, the Kodak Mini 2 Retro, and I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put this in here, and I think I want this here because it's kind of funky, right? It's fun. And then I'm going to write in here. I decided, I think last week when we did last week's session that, if I can find it again, my little trusty old tape runner is working real good for this. So I'm just going to use the tape runner. Instead, I've been using liquid glue, and it sometimes it definitely messed with my thermal printer. Things where they weren't, it affected. I'll show you a ticket. Let me show you this. I did not print this, but it's the same thing. It's a thermal printer. Oh, here's one printed with my thermal printer, and see what the liquid glue did on the thermal printer. It leaves marks. So anyway, I decided to kind of switch to using a tape runner again. Old-fashioned scrapbooking way, right? Okay, let's see how we want these to. I kind of like seeing their truck and trailer. Can I get all of this in here? Yeah, I can get this all in here without losing much. Totally. All right, Landon's going on the upper right. Landon doing his grilling. Look at how many eggs they had on the grill, you guys. For the 3 of them. I told you we go through a lot of eggs. Landon will eat 6 eggs at a time. Gannon will usually eat 2 or 3. And then I got Chris who will eat 2. So that's a lot of eggs in one morning. we're just going to plop these on here. I love these photos so much, so much. I love this one specifically. I printed it out for my husband to put in his office or on his car visor or something, like wherever he thinks he wants to put it. But you'll see, once you've got your book created or chosen, so I had said to you guys, do I want to overlap that? No, I'm going to go underneath it. Once you've got a book made or chosen, now if you go back, this is session 13. The first 2 sessions were making the gift bag into the book itself, okay? And then since then, it's been filling all the pages. So you're seeing this whole book, start to finish, come together. And I had said to you guys, putting these pages together, once you start collecting your daily ephemera, things that you don't want to throw away, like my brother always sends in Easter, every holiday, he sends a card to us, to everybody in my family. So I saved it and I thought I'm going to put it in the book. They've just been going in a drawer. You guys, they've just been going in a drawer, and that's not really honoring them or keepsaking them in any good way. This was just a stamp I got in the mail, and I just thought it was such a pretty little stamp. So actually I kept it, and I think maybe I'll use it to decorate this page just because. Yeah, I'm gonna staple it on there because I think a staple would be fun through there. Okay, anyway, you don't have to have a made book. You can use a composition notebook or a journal that you find out there in the world at a thrift store or wherever, and use it to start gluing and stapling and keeping. We got blue in there, it matches the paper, and keeping all of the things that you want to keep. It's like a little daily keepsake journal, and I'm absolutely in love with the way this is turning out, but it takes less than 10 minutes to put these pages together. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to write what this is all about. Rapid City Boys Trip, Easter weekend, 2024. They took 4-wheelers and spent time riding the trails. Now, what is hilarious or crazy, the trail map that they got from, they went to a, not a resort, but they went to it was an old lodge for lumberjacks, I think. You know, it's like over 100-year-old lodge that they no longer use it for that, but it's now used just to, they have a campground and a couple of cabins, right? So the boys rented one of the cabins. Very rustic. It only had a kitchenette, didn't even have a full kitchen. So that's why they were cooking outside. But the people who own that resort, campground, I don't know what you call it, they gave the boys a map of the trails, and the map was like as big as my dining room table. I've never seen a working map as big as it is. And when I asked the boys, I said, could you have kept riding? They rode 4-wheeler for like 3 days from the camp onto the trails. And it's actually a lot of people who, a lot of horse owners and horse people who are into horse riding use this campground. So they take the trails by horse or 4-wheeler. Some people go by 4-wheeler. And I said, could you have kept riding? And they said there are 900 miles of trail in the mountains in Rapid City, from Rapid City, and then moving west. So they could have kept riding. Yes, they could have kept riding. The map, I would love to put it in here. It's way too big. It's enormous. Even folded up, it is just ginormous. Rapid City Boys Trip, Easter weekend 2024, 4-wheelers, and spent time riding the trails. I'm not even going to say it wasn't a 2-bed cabin, small cabin. I'm just going to write small cabin. This was much talk about the cabin. Small cabin with 2 beds. 2 beds. And so my boys slept together in 1 bed. That's so funny, as junior and senior in high school. Small kitchenette, 1 tiny little shower, and just enough hot water for 1.5 person. My husband always got a cold shower at the end of the morning. The boys would shower first and leave no hot water for him. There was a lot of talk about the cabin, the accommodations, but they had an awesome time. There is session 13. We added more to my book, and look at, we only have 1, 2, 3. Well, is this a double? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess I have a lot more. 8, 9, 10, 11. we are definitely more than halfway through. This is the second signature. Let's get to the beginning of this one. Come on. Nope. Here's the center, because that's the gusset of the gift bag on one side. And we've already filled a few pages, so we got a few more sessions left, a few more sessions. It's been really fun to put this playlist together. If you have not seen it from the beginning, the playlist is here on the YouTube channel, or if you're watching this on Facebook, head on over to the YouTube channel, The Comfy Nest with Grace, and you can watch from beginning how I actually put the book together out of a gift bag. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for being here. You guys have a lovely, blessed weekend. Go make something pretty that brings your heart joy.